I'm doing, yes, we just spoke about the league here in Nigeria and PFL. So, because we're moving to foreign now, as I like to call it. So, since we're a good company, yeah, a good company and recent company, is doing well. At Bayern, they host Leverkusen 04 tomorrow. Bayern Leverkusen 04. So it's interesting. Someone says the title is either is it so early in the league, in the Bundesliga, and yes, I was just thinking that Bayern, of course, with their clout, and when I remember when Vincent Kompany was appointed, I was one of those who raised my hand. I said, I raised my voice. I said, what happened? This is an accomplished club. Tuchel, who's going to, can he, Guardiola, as if who's going? Are you saying that this coach, whose team was even relegated in England? Well, the guy has silenced us. So they've played 6 times now. They've won every single match. Bayern, the cup of everyone, the cup, the league cup, and the way they even win it is what is, the way the 9-2 Zagreb, that was Zagreb, the Champions League 9-2. So Leverkusen, I don't know. This is not the time to be visiting the Alliance Arena. I don't think, but I think Bayern Munich will take 3 points from this one. I believe with their current form, the way they're even scoring, they're just scoring 5-1. So the way they're scoring, Hurricane, and close to Hurricane, yesterday we were talking about Son Min of Tottenham, and I think he was injured a bit after. Just they won convincingly yesterday. They won the match against Copa. What was saying about them not being robust. It's just contested. But Hurricane, he left England. Though. He wanted to win a trophy. That's why he left. But last season they couldn't win. Leverkusen were, but now, well, but despite that, Hurricane still won the top scorer in Europe. I know that 36 goals also. So, but the point I'm making is that with Musiala creating, Kimmich, Company has found a way to keep the boys in great company because it's currently top the Bundesliga, and of course match is tomorrow, and of course because we played at home. This that Alliance Arena is a fortress for Bayern Munich, so I don't expect them to lose. And I don't expect a draw either because of the current form. And Leverkusen have struggled. Unlike last season, they are struggling this time around. They've lost 1 match already. So I expect Bayern Munich will take all 3 points. But of course, Leverkusen will score. They will score, because they've been scoring, maybe if 3-1 or 4-2 or something, or I think they'll score. Because Bayern also, because especially that 9-2 Zagreb, so their defense too. They need to look into their defense. So when it was like Brazil, this is score two, score three. Brazil, but Bayern needs to look at the defense. But I think Leverkusen will score. But I think Bayern Munich, this top of the table, is very early in the season match for the two teams. In the German Bundesliga, I think Bayern Munich should take all 3 points with their form. Fire, they are fire. And I was saying, this company, hey, was company, and like the last one they played, the coach was like, this is like, God, this is when Guardiola was there. They are almost back to that, you know, no breathing space for the opponent. They're even 88 companies on the street, shooting out instructions, and they are winning at 88 minutes. So that means there's something that company is doing, at the Alliance Arena. So I expect that they would win this one. Yes, top of the table, but Leverkusen are not, as they were not as, yes, they're not as good as they were, last season. So I think Bayern would win this one. Yes, so of course Leverkusen may score. They should score. They score. Boniface is there as well as the other man. But I think Bayern would take 3 points. Bayern Munich now. This is their own hosting. That Alliance Arena is. So yes, of course, next another the going to the other fixture. Last Sunday was Man City was now fireworks. So fireworks here we will at that Estadio Militano. Yes, with Atletico Madrid. Hosting the great Los Blancos. I expect that Real Madrid. With the Mbappe injury, but I expect that it will not be easy for Madrid. That's Real Madrid now because they seem to be struggling. Yes, Toni Kroos is gone, but even the coach was saying that they have to move on. Yes, but for me, Real Madrid, even against Alaves, which they were actually hosted and they almost drew that match from 3-0 down. How can you allow his team to score 2 goals within 2 minutes? So Madrid have a lot of, and this is the team, this I think the last time that beat them in the Copa del Rey. So Atletico have their number because it's derby, and when it's derby, you can ask Inter Milan now last weekend. Yes, Milan beat Inter Milan. Despite the fact that AC Milan's form has been, but when was the derby? And AC Milan got 3 points last weekend. So I'm not saying Real Madrid will lose, but they haven't been convincing. Yes, they have all the talents at their disposal, and of course Mbappe is out, so I think they'll miss him too much. I don't think they'll miss him too much. I think now, I think of course Vinicius is there, Rodrigo is there, Valverde. I think it will do well, even without Mbappe. Bellingham, of course, in the midfield. But I think someone was saying Endrick. I think Endrick will still. I don't think he will start. Endrick will still be on. I think it should be, But Gulak is there. Luka Modric is there, so they have what it takes. That's Madrid now. But this frailty I'm seeing, unlike Barcelona, even if okay fine, it was 1-0, but they still got the win. They've won, of course, 7 matches now. They want to go and go for 8 next time around to be the record. But Barca and both Atletico and Real Madrid know that they have to win this one, to stay in touch with Barca. They have to win this one. So that's why. But I know that they would not miss Mbappe too much because they have all the quality. The men in white, they have Galacticos, Galaxies. What they have enough to prosecute this match without Mbappe. But the fact is that they are still struggling, especially defensively. This last match proved it. In fact, Alaves almost scored. 92nd, there was also he just missed and of course the goalkeeper cannot if the defense is not so sometimes Rudiger, I don't know, maybe sometimes just go Rudiger and Tchouaméni. But we'll see how it goes. Let's see how this one will go for the Madrid sides. But if anything that can beat Real Madrid, this is the team. So I'm not saying they will lose, though. But if you want to be, this is, and because they're even hosting, they started with that, yes, because they're hosting, Atletico will be, right there, because they know each other very well, and of course, our coach, Diego Simeone, has this great record, has a great record against Ancelotti. So those are the facts I'm looking at. So maybe a draw, will be okay. But I just believe that if Atletico gets it on right, they can win this one. Since they're hosting, because Madrid have not been convincing for me. Not convincing this time around. It's not convincing. But we'll see how it goes. It's Sunday. Looking forward to it. Yes, like all the matches mentioned. Yes, so yes, I said it's not a football show. It's not a football show. So going to tennis, and Sabalenka was saying that that's the world number 2 for women. They're in China now, trying to win at the end of the season. She said she wants to end the year as world number 1. Wow. Yeah, yes, of course, we know she won the US Open, also the Australian Open at the beginning of the year. Gaspatek came and took the French. But Gaspatek hasn't been herself since the Olympics. She hasn't been herself. So if Sabalenka goes ahead to, dethrone her, I will not be supposed. She's missing China now, saying that she's, for personal reasons. That's Gaspatek. So Sabalenka would love to go number 1 again. And she said she has not really, and I wouldn't bet against her. The form that she's in, I cannot count against Sabalenka. That US Open, Pegula won a match. Then Coco Golf is back to winning ways. Yes, she's back, with her serve. She had issues with her serve. She's back to winning ways. She won today. Pegula also won. So we'll see how it goes for Sabalenka's ambition to finish the waters. But if she wants to do that, she wants to win this tournament. And then next WTA, year ending. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting for the women, even for the men. Of course, that even Osaka is come back. After the maternity break and all that, Osaka is now with the coach of Serena Williams. He's a former coach. She retired. She's not playing, but so Osaka's, he's now with Patrick. Coach Patrick. So I guess Osaka's game has improved, and we'll see how maybe she can, be back to that. Like give her those titles. Winning against Serena, that feisty, feisty US Open final. So I think that was 28 last time. So, but we'll see how it goes, for the women. And even for the men, of course, seats have been falling. The same issue. People are tired, congestion. But Cena was almost better. He came back. One number 1 came back. So he's like most likely retain his title. But we'll see what Alcaraz, will say. The Zverev is there. So we'll see how it's going to be interesting. So let's keep an eye on the China Open, for both the men and of course the women. That's it. That is in tennis. In tennis. Yeah, so it's